Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me for another Mario Ramon discussion. And today we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 14, episode 2. And we're going to talk about Candy and the gang. All right. It's a little combination here, like Sonny and Cher. All right, let's do it. If you like the video, definitely like the video below. Subscribe to my channel and don't forget to comment if you watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta or if you watch Candy and the Gang. We're going to have to talk about this. So I'm going to just put right now all the spotlight on Drew and her husband. It's all everybody's talking about. And that's why I always said that Drew was a great candidate because, listen, something's going to give. Okay, so let me just tell you, in my opinion, I don't know this to be true, but this was in my soul, honey. My opinion, I feel that it was already shaky grounds when they started the show. I feel that this is not the first time he's been to Florida, Philly, California, or Las Vegas without her knowing. Seeing this episode, it made me feel that he's arrogant and this is just what he does. Wait, I'm going to do this, and if you don't want to deal with it, don't deal with it. She was about to have a nervous breakdown. It's not funny, but it's like, why would you get on TV? But this is the thing. Sometimes, like, people think that if you have a baby, it'll keep a man. She's like, if I get a show, he'll see my value. You definitely wouldn't do it on a show, but you got to bring it. And he's doing it. And it's coming out and they're talking about it and everything. The thing I would say is, if your marriage counselor, if y'all have a marriage counselor, you need 3. You need 3, and all 3 of them need to sit in the room. He needs a regular counselor. She needs a counselor, and then they need a new marriage counselor, because this marriage counselor, honey, I don't know, but it don't appear that this marriage counselor ain't shit, honey. I just want to say it. Okay, I could be wrong, but you need TD Jakes. Going to the Potter's house. Going to the Potter's house. Honey, it's beyond, I have a degree. You need a degree in what do you call it? And pastor school, divinity, honey. You need a degree in divinity to help this situation, because it was a big old show. Just like when Jada Pickett, she was just ungrateful. But when Will did that party for Jada, her 40th party, 40th birthday, she was like, it was the greatest expression of your ego. Well, at least he did it for you, honey. Say thank you. Ooh, you so mean. But anyway, Ralph did this big old fancy date for her, so it can divert her attention. It's kind of like they're blowing up Ukraine, but then they're gonna put Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Now, yes, that is jaw dropping, but you don't think it's jaw dropping to blow kids up, and you know what I'm saying? The hell. I'm just saying, don't try and divert the attention. Don't give me these roses. Oh, the roses are pretty. You probably got a deal on them, honey. Ain't nobody worried about that. Hey, I'm Ralph on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'll promote y'all store if you give me the roses for free. I'm just saying, you had our dinner at a clothing store. We at damn merry-go-round, DJs, a TiVo, honey. We at damn Winkleman's and Jones of New York, Learners, Peach. Where are we? We are having dinner in the middle of the Gap. Fuck you up. And I feel like a princess. But you look like a fool. You might feel like a princess, but you look like a fool. A well-dressed fool, honey. And poor Drew, she just can't get a word in edgewise between her cast and her husband. Drew, just stop. But I'm going to tell you what's about to happen. Drew's about to turn into that bitch. Just like Portia did. Honey, all you need is one good breakup, honey. Same thing with Portia. She cussed Nene's ass out in that limousine back when she was baby Portia. I just don't want to go because my husband. And then she went from that to, honey, getting some from Bolo. I said, go Portia, what you go do? Go Portia, what you go do? Go Portia, what you, honey, Bolo. Speaking of Bolo, have y'all seen Jesse Williams, honey? I'm just asking for a friend. And shit, I'm a friend. It's me, myself, and I. That's all I have to the end. That's what I found out. Honey, his thing looked like a arm, just a regular man's arm. And I just couldn't believe he was like, it was to full capacity in front of an audience. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, now that's some good acting. And he was, because he was on Broadway and somebody snuck the camera in on their ass, honey. It would have been me, honey. I ain't gonna lie. If I knew, honey, I'm sorry. I put that money. I gotta reach down in my purse. I'd be just like this, huh? Just rocking, honey, just like Ray Charles did. Georgia, because when I get home, I cannot wait to see this. Georgia. I'm telling you now, I would have did it. Georgia. Georgia on my mind. Honey, I ain't worried about that shit you talking about. Clap, clap. Class is in session. So, child, I ain't worried about that. Speaking of, the cameraman for the Real Housewives, he cannot keep his camera off of Ralph's ass. He did it all last season. I talked about it in my thing, and Ralph has, honey, he got one of them Sheree Whitfield asses, honey. You can sit a Coca-Cola on that motherfucker. He went on to next Thursday, and the only way he'll find out is if it fell and made some noise. And you got way too much ass to be going out, especially in Atlanta, sir. That's what I would tell him if I was Drew. If you say you're going to Ralph's, I need to know which Ralph it is. Is it the Ralph on Mansell Road? I don't have time for half this bullshit you talking about. And especially, and if you're not trustworthy and reliable, because when you move, I move just like that. When you move, I move just like that. When you move, I move just like that. Hell, DJ, now play my track. When you move, I move, bitch. Mama said knock you out. Don't get none on you. I was in Florida for 3 days and you didn't know where I was. I will pull my head off and throw it at your ass. Don't play with me. Them locks getting changed right at midnight, honey. Love don't live here anymore. You come in this house, you're an intruder. The hell out of here. 1201, bitch. Intruder, honey. Alarm has been changed. Oh my God, the alarm has been changed. How you get in? The windows are locked and the door's locked. How the hell did you get in? You are an intruder. Pow, pow. Hell. I don't worry about that shit you talking about. But it's all lies, honey. And then Drew using all these words and she got to Google that shit, honey. And they're making her Google it right then and there. And then when she was talking about, my husband played football, he said, well, I wasn't actually on the team. You told her you was on the team. Because she wouldn't have said it. She wouldn't have humiliated herself on national TV. Ooh, my girlfriends. That's the thickest thing. My girlfriend. Where are your girlfriends, Drew? You got all these fake ass assistants, honey. I saw about that. When the camera said assistant number 13, I said, and then baby said, well, what movies have she done to go have a chef? I said, honey, that's somebody she met at Marshall's, honey. And then they got that outfit on Amazon, chef outfit, like you would, if you dressing up for Halloween, honey. That I don't know if that lady's a chef. I just can't say all my money on it. I don't want to put all my money on it. You know how they be making you guess, window number 3, window number 2, honey, is she a chef? Yes or no? And then you be like, no, she's not a chef. They met each other at Marshall's and, the lady wanted to be on the show. Here's $300. Say you my chef. Shut the fuck up. Go on over there and act like you cooking something. Go boil some potatoes, honey. They just gonna be shooting for about 3 hours. So go boil something. And then all these damn assistants. What is she assisting? She damn so you need somebody to assist you with that damn marriage. Like I said, you don't need an assistant, honey. You need TD Jakes, honey. Ayanna Van Zant, bitch. Ralph, there's some things I see since Phil. There's something. No, but Miss Ayanna. No, Ralph. Ralph, I need you to do the work. I need you. Yes, your ass is beautiful. I looked at it a couple of times. Hey, I'm still a woman. But I need you to get your ass up. That big, beautiful ass and go do the work. You see she's over here. Terrified to say how she really feels because she doesn't want the rage, as she calls it. The rage. And there go TD Jakes. That's where I come in at Ayanna. I'll help him with the rage. Honey, go on and see Ayanna now. That's the only thing that's going to help me. And now it's all under the tabloids. Drew's on the verge of divorce. Yeah, she about to have a damn nervous breakdown. She wasn't ready. She thought she was ready for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Honey, you better ask Sheree and Bob Whitfield, honey. They was like, y'all going to have to tear each other down like y'all are gladiators in the Roman days, bitch. Go. And Sheree, she jumped on his ass like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Grace Jones and Conan the Destroyer. And they was in the middle and they was fighting, honey. They said, fight. You want this check? Do you want this check, Sheree? How bad do you have it? I don't. He don't give me no money. He don't give me no money. And I don't do this and I don't. It is not funny. But I'm just saying, they like, jump higher. Jump higher. Honey. And they told Nene, honey, you gonna talk about Kim. And then she talking about Kim. The very first thing, the thing that made Nene the star is the thing that she's saying. She was talking about Kim. I say what I want to say and all of that stuff. And now she's suing them because Kim said something about a roach or whatever. You know. But you, it's just too much. It's too much. It's all too much. But I just wish that Nene hadn't put her foot in her mouth despite her face because we need her on the show. It's like you need mayonnaise on a bologna and cheese sandwich. You need mayonnaise on that shit. And then you take the bologna and then you cut the little lines and all the way around so it can bubble up. Honey, that's how you know it's going to taste good. And then put the cheese on there so it can melt. And then where that mayonnaise at? Where that mayonnaise at? Where that mayonnaise at? That's day shift. Honey, where that mayonnaise at? Where that mayonnaise at? Yeah, that's day shift. So, anyway, let's get on Kenya. We love Kenya, honey. She's coming in. She's loving more manner, and she didn't even have no shade to say in a confessional about it. I said, okay. I mean, that's really a good step up. Because normally Kenya will read you for being perfect. Honey, Kenya didn't have shit to say about Shadow Sheree's face. She was like, oh, yeah. And she even had so-and-so lighting, even in her basement. I said, okay, Kenya. Kenya might be growing up. Just like just like Portia changed. Okay. And then Todd and Candy, honey, they be bringing it every time. He said, my name ain't on this house. I said, word? We doing it like that? Because this is what I'm saying. If something happened, I'm your husband. I don't know. That's rich people problem. That's shit I can't even wrap my mind around. Because he like, well, I got to know the whole condo in New Jersey. And she's like, my name ain't on a condo. Well, my name ain't on this house. I said, well, Lord Jesus, it's a fire. We need you today. We need you on today. I need you now. I need you now. I need you now. You gotta start singing like you from Pentecostal, honey, with these problems. Cause you know Mama Joy's gonna be like, can't Ty, get your ass out of here. I'm moving my sisters in. You can get your ass out of here, Ty. Come on, Riley. And I'm just saying, y'all so crazy. Listen, if you laugh, you already know you're going to hell. And listen, I'm just saying, it's something to think about. It's like we got to talk about it. We got to talk about it. And I'm not wishing that on nobody because I love her to smithereens. And I pray it's like 90 years from now. But even if it's still 90 years from now, honey, shit. Todd, you get your ass out of here. Get your shit. You got 20 minutes. Now, you don't want Javon to do them like that, honey. So you gotta, and then you can't say, well, he get the one house and she get the one next door. Honey, we'll have to make a movie about that shit right there. Honey, I wouldn't be able to breathe. Now, fuck a reality show. Now we need Stephen King, honey. We need a movie. Well, listen, who else is on the show? We miss Cynthia. We need Cynthia. We need the voice of reason. Where is Cynthia? Cynthia. We need Cynthia. How y'all gonna be taking off key players? It's like you got En Vogue. You now Dawn going. And now Cindy going. And now Terry gone. So no more Portia. No more Cynthia. No more Phaedra. No more Nene. What the fuck? This a bald-headed bitch. Damn. The show is bald-head. Now, Drew and her husband just ain't enough to save it. And I love Sonya, but she is not enough to save the show. I love her. And I love she got like 1,100 people in the house and shit. And they be talking patois, or I don't know if I said it right, honey, but I love it. I love the accent that she has, but her mom ain't having it, and I love that. But my tea is this: it's just not enough. That's not Phaedra and Apollo, baby. It isn't. And Phaedra, her dunk, honey, and a nasty old Chanel brooch, honey. Give me a nasty Chanel brooch, Phaedra. And we need Portia, honey. Who else gonna do with the bolo on the show? Who else? And Drew, if I was you, I would take a note from Tanya. Honey, when that bolo incident happened, Tanya left during the commercial break. She got her ass out of there. It came back and they was like, ooh, Tanya, where's Tanya? They said she gone forever. She never came back on the show ever again. That was it. You never saw her again. She disappeared like David Copperfield, bitch. You know how he made the Statue of Liberty disappear. She did some illusion. That wasn't even magic. That was an illusion. I said, go on, Tanya. Tanya got her ass out of there. Okay? And then, oh, Lord. Who else we got? It's bald head. We got Marlo. But this is the thing. To me, it's so unnatural. It's unnatural to me, the way it's with the family and Marlo's dynamic, and it's not like they do that all the time. It's just like unnatural to me. And it's kind of like Janet Jackson, singing opera. Like, we know she could do her ooh, ah, wah, ooh, day and night, night and day. And then you don't hear Janet, singing no opera. We are a part of the revolution. We are a part of the nation. Okay. Now go on and sit down on it. All right, now tell me if you like this season season 14. We're only on episode 2, but it is good. And Sheree, kudos. Y'all can say what y'all want to about Sheree, but Sheree is Sarah Connor. She gonna come back like the Terminator. Honey, if she got to crawl with no from the waist down, honey. If it's just a torso and 2 arms, bitch, Sheree coming back. With 1 eye, honey. Just a torso and bitch and 2 arms. Here she come. Sheree, bitch. She got the keys to Shadow Sheree. I don't give a damn whose name it is. Honey, she sleep there. Everybody always trying to check somebody. Bitch, y'all done did some things too. Y'all did things too. You know what I'm saying? That, you know, got a co-signer or, y'all done fucked up too. Shit, leave Sheree alone. Ain't nobody worry about that shit you talking about. All right, well, listen, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for another Mario Ramon review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 14, Episode 2. We are a part of a revolution. Peace.